Yeah, so excuse the noise. My dad's favorite basketball team is on, so he's kind of doing his thing. So what's up, guys? This is going to be my first movie review on this channel. I figured, I'd start off with a bang, not a bad movie, but a good movie. So today I'm going to be talking about Split, which is M. Night Shyamalan's most recent movie, and I just saw it last night, and may I say, I got exactly what I expected. I was going in there, saying, well, I don't know how this is really going to turn out, but I'm not the biggest fan of horror movies, but what I didn't get was a horror movie. It's more of a psychological thriller, actually, not so much a horror movie. So if you go in there expecting to get the scare of your life, you're going to be disappointed because, one, it's not really that scary. Depends on the type of person or what you get scared of. But for me, it wasn't really scary at all. It was more interesting than anything. So, first things first, I just want to say that I think M. Night Shyamalan is back. The Visit, I didn't see that movie actually, but I heard it got a lot of praise as well as a lot of, on the contrary side to that, it got a lot of hate. From the previews of what I saw from The Visit, it didn't look too interesting to me. Like I said, I'm not the biggest horror movie buff, so those kinds of movies don't really interest me, but even if I wasn't into horror movies like I am, it still didn't look like a movie that I would go see. Another thing in this movie that I thought was great was the cinematography. A lot of the shots, and I'm a sucker for cinematography. As you can see, I have The Revenant. That's my favorite movie of all time. Has the greatest cinematography in any movie I've ever seen. But I love cinematography in a movie and shots that really make you go, huh, you don't normally see that in any movies. In this movie, there's a ton of close-ups, and some of the conversations, well, most of them actually, are really close-up shots of the person's face from, say, the other person's perspective. I'm really glad that M. Night Shyamalan directed this movie because I think his directing style is very unique, and if anyone else directed this movie, it would honestly be completely different. It wouldn't even be the same movie. It would have different shots and a different plot because M. Night Shyamalan also wrote this movie. So, the biggest and best part of this movie is James McAvoy's performance, which is absolutely outstanding. I think he should be nominated for an Oscar because technically in this movie, he plays about 7 different parts because his character, Kevin, is one of these people who suffers from this kind of condition where he has split personalities, no pun intended, split personalities. 23 different people live inside of this man Kevin's body, and he can change his body chemistry, his accent, the way he talks, the way he looks, the way he speaks, on a dime. And actually, as I'm looking at this movie, I'm going, wow, it actually seems like there's 7 different people, not just one James McAvoy. No, it actually seems like he's playing 7 different roles. And that in itself, I think, is incredible. Also, a great performance by Anya Taylor-Joy, who plays the main girl actress in this movie. Her character was really, really interesting, and one thing that I really liked was how good her backstory was. Like, throughout the movie, you learn that she had a really horrible past and that she was abused as a child. And I think that's how she was so calm under some moments. Like, I noticed that in some of these moments in the scenes, you look at her and she's like completely stone-faced, and you're like, how are you like that? Any normal person would be freaked out, and just like the 2 other girls that she got kidnapped with, they're freaking out, but she just seemed so, not necessarily calm, but just unfazed. And it's because she had such a horrible past. The only problem really I have with this movie is there's some flashbacks that are kind of shoehorned into this movie. They're placed in, kind of random spots. You're just like, oh, okay, well, it's a flashback. But they're necessary flashbacks because if they weren't in the movie, you wouldn't have gotten the backstory that you needed for Casey to understand what her character and why her character is like that. One more character that I thought was good in this movie was the teacher. Well, she wasn't really a teacher, but she had these lessons that she would have with Kevin each week. And I think that she was a good character. She was also well-rounded, and the dialogue that she had with one of the personalities that Kevin has was very believable, and I was like, yeah, this actually kind of seems like two people just talking. The actress who played that was Betty Buckley, so she did a good job. And that's kind of all I have to say about this movie. Good movie to see with your friends if you want to have a good time. It's not the scariest movie, like I said, depends on the person, but I think it's a very good movie with some great performances. Yeah, I suggest that you go see Split. So thank you guys so much. If you are so kind as to subscribe or leave a like on this video, it is much appreciated, and I will see you guys next time.